January 9, 2007. Steve Jobs stood on a stage and changed the world forever with a single device: the iPhone. It wasn't just a phone. It was our camera, our map, our bank, and our entire social life in one pocket-sized glass rectangle. But what if I told you that inside the secret labs of Apple Park, the engineers who built the iPhone are now working on its execution? Apple is quietly preparing for a world where the iPhone doesn't exist, and it's happening sooner than you think. Today, we go inside the most expensive transition in tech history. Why is Apple killing its $200 billion golden goose? And what comes next? You're inside the vault. For 17 years, the iPhone has been the undisputed king. It's a cultural icon, a status symbol, a money-printing machine that has made Apple the most valuable company on the planet. But look closely, and you'll see the cracks. Every year, the updates get smaller. A slightly better camera, a new button, a faster chip that you'll never truly feel in your day-to-day life. We have reached peak smartphone. The truth is, Apple knows they can't innovate the iPhone anymore. The revolutionary leaps have become tiny, incremental steps. They've perfected the formula, but the formula itself is getting old. But more importantly, they know that in mature markets like the US and the UK, almost everyone who wants an iPhone already has one. The growth has flatlined. To a trillion-dollar company, stability is just another word for dying. They aren't in the business of maintaining the status quo. They're in the business of creating the future. They need the next big thing, and to make room for it, the iPhone has to go. Apple's master plan isn't to replace the iPhone with another phone. That would be like replacing the horse and carriage with a faster horse. No, their plan is to make technology invisible, enter the era of spatial computing. With the launch of the Vision Pro, Apple fired the first shot. It might look clunky and expensive now, but remember what the first iPhone looked like? The Vision Pro isn't the final product. It's the opening move in a much longer game. Their goal is a world where your screen isn't in your hand, it's in your eyes. Imagine walking through London or New York and your GPS isn't a tiny map you're squinting at. It's a blue line glowing on the actual sidewalk, guiding your path. Your messages don't pop up on a tiny screen. They float in the air in front of you. Your FaceTime calls aren't faces in a box. They are life-sized avatars sitting on your couch, having a conversation with you. In this world, the iPhone becomes a legacy device. It becomes the iPod of the 2020s, a relic of a time when we were all obsessed with looking down at our palms instead of looking up at the world around us. But there's a darker, more calculated reason why Apple wants to kill the hardware. Selling a phone is a one-time transaction. Sure, it's a big one, but once you've bought it, Apple has to wait years to get more money from you. But selling a service forever. Apple is shifting from a hardware company to a life company. They don't just want to sell you a device. They want to sell you access. They want you to pay for iCloud, Apple Music, Apple TV Plus, Apple Fitness, Apple Health, Apple Intelligence, and eventually Apple Glass subscriptions. By removing the physical phone, they remove the friction of buying a new device. It's no longer about upgrading your hardware every few years. You won't own an iPhone. You will simply subscribe to the Apple ecosystem. This is the ultimate business move. Infinite, recurring profit with zero physical waste and no manufacturing slowdowns. It's a direct pipeline into your wallet. Every single month, forever. The iPhone era is ending, not because it failed, but because it succeeded too well. It built the foundation for everything that comes next. Apple is ready to move on. The question is, are you? Are we ready for a world where we are constantly connected through our vision, with no way to truly put the phone away? The end of the iPhone is the beginning of something much bigger and much more permanent. What do you think? Would you give up your iPhone for a pair of Apple glasses? Or is this a step too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. If you found this deep dive valuable, hit that subscribe button for Tech Time Vault. The future is coming, whether we're ready or not. Thanks for watching.